Wes, we're talking about perfection through isolation. Every athlete has got to get in the focused moment. Mm-hmm. He's got a big picture in mind, but you've got to be able to live moment by moment. And there's so many things that can happen in a contest that an athlete or a coach can get caught up in something, and it actually becomes a turning point in a negative way, because whether it's good or bad, now they can't get back to planet Earth again.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So give us some more on perfection through isolation.
Again, let's key on the word perfection. Perfection doing it God's way. My natural way, if something happens, I make a mistake, or something doesn't go according to how I want it, we could call that a turning point, because my mind fixes on the negative. And my what ifs in my mind are all negative what ifs. Instead of focusing on what Paul said, I forget what lies there, but I push forward ahead of the goal of Christ. And so a turning point could be used for us. What we call a turning point is that setback that goes wrong. Let it remind us that we need to push forward now. In other words, it's not bad, it's going to be there, but let's don't let it be a turning point to bring us down. Let it be a turning point to remind us now to fix our mind back on Jesus and allow Him. Ron, I think one of the things that we have a tendency to do is make it so complex. It isn't complex. The perfection God's way is simply fixing our mind on Jesus, yielding to Him to do it through us, and allowing His Spirit to transform us into His image. It's simple, but we just have to fix our mind on that. And these little setbacks in a practice or a competition, instead of bringing us down, they could remind us to go ahead.
Well, Wes, a total release is 100% of your mind being focused on that one particular thing, because if you're divided, you're going to be unstable in a lot of ways. And so I think it's an excellent point as to how to get an athlete back on track as to where he's got to be in Christ.
I like to think of it as flushing it. It's happened, you flush it, it's like going down to the toilet in a sense, and now you deal with the reality of what's present.